Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be showing you different techniques that you can apply when doing your eyelash extensions application. Remember that if you need any sort of materials for either practicing or applying eyelash extensions, you can go ahead and visit our website at www.nanamonabeauty.com. My name is Monica. I am one of the founders of Nana and Mona and also your English version instructor, and I hope you enjoy this video. Si te gustaría ver este mismo video pero en versión en español, puedes revisar el canal de mi amiga Adriana, que va a estar acá arribita. Now, as we mentioned in today's video, we're going to be showing you different ways for eyelash extensions application. These are techniques that are going to help you or are going to allow you to become a faster lash tech. These techniques will not only make you faster, but can also allow you to achieve a clean look when you are doing an eyelash extension set. We are going to show you a different number of techniques. Try these techniques at home and see which one works for you, which one you feel comfortable doing, and which one ultimately leads to having a more efficient timing. Now, let's get started with today's video.
So today here we have our model. We need to have the eyelashes already prepared, assuring the natural lashes are free and clean from any makeup, oil, or glue. Then we will assure we have our drawing of the design. You can use the design that best suits your guest, and once we have the drawing, we can jump straight into the application. Today I'm going to apply longer eyelash extensions. This is something we would not use in real life. Today we did choose a bigger size to make the application more noticeable for you to see. The first way we are going to work is a single eye at a time. We are going to do this by blocks, but we are going to use the book technique. The book technique is applying one eyelash in the beginning of the block, and then we are going to the very end and applying a lash there. By working by blocks, this means that I will choose the middle block and only work in this block. So we are going to look for the natural lash where we want to apply the extension. We are going to isolate. We pick up our extension, dip it in the glue, and then we are going to apply. Since we are still in the book technique, we are going to be in the same block, but what we are going to do now is we will pick up our extension, we will go to the other extreme of the block, and we are going to isolate, dip the extension, and apply it. So I'm going to repeat the same process. I'm going to isolate the lash. I came back to the first extreme of the block. We isolate, we dip the glue, and we apply the extension. And once more, we are going to move to the back part of the block. We're going to isolate, dip the extension, and apply. Now we are going to do it only in blocks. So I'm going to go block by block making an application. Remember, these extensions are long, but they are just so that you can see the application. I would not apply these lengths in real life. So first we're going to choose our natural lash and apply it in the first block. Once we apply this, we are going to repeat the same process, but we are going to move on to our second block. We apply our eyelash and we continue. Now we are going to move on to the next block, the third block. We do the same process. You basically choose whichever eyelash you want to lash. And once we're done applying, we move on to the next block. If you realize, we apply an extension for each block. When we finish, obviously we have to start again with the lengths that we have chosen for each and every single block. Another technique is to apply our extensions one after another. We are going to work on this block and we're going to start by picking up our extension. We are going to separate the natural lash, we isolate, and then we apply. In this, we must bear in mind that we must use a quick drying glue, because if you are going to realize, we are working the extension right after the other extension we just applied immediately next to it. We keep doing this one after the other, so we apply the extensions until we finish the block. Now we are going to work on both eyes at the same time. We can do this by choosing either block by block or just jumping from the book technique onto the other lash, whatever works or whatever makes you feel more comfortable. So we're going to find the extension, let's say here. We're going to isolate and make the application. You have the option to jump to the other eye and work in the same block and repeat the process, or you can alternate and do a book technique, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. So now we're working on both eyes. Here you can mix the techniques, like I said, either block by block, the book technique, or just working on one eye at a time. Whatever works best for you. Another way that we can work is what people sometimes find more difficult or easier. In our case, we are going to do what normally everyone finds difficult, which are the corners. We will ask our model to rotate her head, and we're going to work in the outer corner. So first, we are going to start by collecting the eyelash extension. We are going to work either in a book technique or one by one. I'm going to do this in a book technique. I'm only doing the outer corner. I'm going to separate, and then I'm going to apply. Remember, we're working on the outer block. And if you do this, you will find that the rest of the blocks or the rest of the eyelash extensions are going to be super easy. Now we're going to do the same exact thing, but we are going to be working on the inner corners, and we are going to repeat the whole process. First, I'm going to apply the inner corners with the book technique, and once I'm done with that technique, I'm going to switch into doing the eyelashes one after another. I really like this technique, doing them one after another, because this way I can make sure that I am not missing any natural lash or leaving any without extension. Another way that we can work is by time. Let's say doing 5 minutes in one block and then moving on to another block, doing another 5 minutes, or you can do 5 minutes in one block and then 5 minutes on another block of the other eye. You can also count the extensions. For example, I know some people do 15 extensions on one eye, then they move on to another block and do 15 extensions, and they alternate until they are completely done.
And well guys, let me know what technique is the one that you prefer to use, what is easier, or if you have any other techniques, let us know in the comment section down below, or if you just want to say hi, we'll be happy to answer all of your comments. As always, it was a pleasure being with you today. I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye!